Hi guys, this is Jabron. I'm back with a brand new video. It's important. Today we're going to talk about how to frame your photograph. Okay, it's very important that you learn that because it doesn't matter if you own a point and shoot camera or a DSLR camera. If you follow these steps, you're gonna improve the look of your pictures dramatically. Okay. In photography, it's called the rule of thirds. And the rule of thirds been around for a long time. Matter of fact, if you Google Renaissance art or Greek art, basically a lot of old paintings from thousands of years ago, you're going to see that the artists back then even followed this rule. Who was responsible of originating this? I honestly don't know. Maybe you could do a little research for me and post your comment. That would be great. But it's been around for thousands of years. Alright, so rule of thirds is basically it divides your camera frame into three parts. Okay, I use this diagram in my workshop and it helps my student tremendously. So this is your frame basically. I hope you can see it. I'm also going to put up a picture as well. This is your frame, and your frame gets divided into three parts. 1, 2, 3. It's just like a tic-tac-toe, you could say. Alright? So when you frame your subject, you just have to make sure that the focal point of your subject falls around these areas, right here. Does it have to be exactly like right here? No, it doesn't. For example, if you're taking a picture of a person, alright? Now, when you're photographing people, eyes is the main focal point. You always have to focus on the eyes. So does the eye have to be right here every single time? No, it does not. It could be here, 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 around this area, and you're going to be fine. In the beginning, it may be difficult for you to frame it like this, but once you start taking pictures, you're going to get the hang of it, and you'll get used to it. Some cameras actually even offer you this type of a grid. You press a button, and this grid will appear on your frame. So if you are doing this for the first time, see if your camera offers that function. Maybe you want to try that first. But believe me, after a few pictures, you're going to get used to it, and you'll be taking it without using any grid. It's just going to become second nature to you. Alright, so all this obviously does not teach you much unless I show you real examples that you can compare before-after pictures. So we're going to take before-after pictures, and we're going to talk about it and see the difference it makes when you follow this rule. Another important thing is, if the concept still is not clear, go to Google and just type in rule of thirds and click images. Look at those images. You're going to see a lot of images with pictures with actual grid on them, and it will definitely clear this concept. Alright, so let's go take some pictures and compare them. Let's see how that goes.
Alright, so here is our first sample picture, and as you could see, it's in dead center, and it's okay. It's not very appealing in my opinion, okay? So the next picture I took, I framed it differently. I followed the rule of thirds, and here is the next picture. I framed it on the right side, and as you could see, it looks more appealing. It has more character to it, okay? And if you look on the left, there's some yellowish flowers that are a little bit, distracting. I did that on purpose because I'm going to make another video and give tips on how to avoid, different things that are distracting in your frame. So as you can see, the picture looks better than the previous picture where the flower was in the center. And just by making that little adjustment and framing it on you could do it on the right, left. Just follow that grid and those intersection points. In the next picture, here's a picture of a kid I took. As you can see, the focal point is the eye. It's very sharp, it's very clean, and it has more character because it wasn't framed in that center. Alright, now if you place the grid on it, I don't think the eyes are going to fall right at the intersection of the grid, and that's just a perfect example that when you take the picture, the focal point does not have to be exactly on that intersection. As long as you're not in the middle, as long as you're close to that grid, those intersection, you're going to be fine. Okay? Here's the next picture where I framed it on the left side. Focal point again, the eyes. It's just more appealing when you frame it following the rule of thirds. Now the question is, do you have to follow this rule every single time? Can you break this rule? And the answer is yes, you can break this rule. And in order for you to break the rule, you need to know the rule. Okay, in this picture you could see the subject is in the center. Okay, and the picture still came out pretty good. I still like this picture a lot, and the parents loved it, and all the clients that I show it to, they also love it. So again, you could actually break this rule, but you need to know the rule. Once you start taking pictures, you're gonna get the hang of it, and all of a sudden, it's just gonna start making sense to you. And when you're shooting, literally in a fraction of a second, it's gonna hit you if you are okay to break the rule or not. Okay, but for the most part, follow the rule. Once you get the hang of it, then you can go ahead and try to break it. And do subscribe. Post your comments if you have any questions. Rate it. I'm gonna make a lot more videos, tutorial videos, basically on photography. Take care, guys. Bye bye.